Yeah, it's this house here. This is the house. This is 9. Yeah, sure enough. Wow. When I moved here, this was all nothing. This was all forest and development. I should show my dad this. This is all new development from 1979. This is all the old house right here. This is the garage that I broke my arm on right here. Okay. This is so we first no, this is yeah, this is definitely the house right here. Right here. I recognize the balconies. We had 3 balconies. This this balcony here was my dad's bedroom, right? This is a balcony that they used to sit on out here and look out against me. And then this was the lower level balcony where I lived on this first floor. This is window right here. I was my brother's Gregory's window, and one time a cat was sitting on the windowsill, and I pushed it off, and it fell down, and I thought I killed it, but its legs flayed, and it landed and went scurrying down here. So this was the first house we built, which looks like they've rebuilt, um, and um, yeah, this is our old driveway up here. This is a lemon tree. Right here is a lemon tree. Um, we used to have the amazing lemon tree. These are obviously big trees in here. Um, and we originally lived in this house here, and we moved to this house here. And I used to come down here, um, and the water, as I remember it, yeah, here's the gutter. This is where the old man revealed. He came out and says, "Hey, look at my penis," to me and my sister. I must have been around, I don't know, 5. My sister was like 8, and it was like this guy's the first time I saw a man's penis just like dangling out in front of me. Um, these trees here, I used to go into and make bamboo forest, and these trees here, I um, I taped together a bunch of bullets right here on the beach, and I pointed. I was smart enough. My dad had a rifle. He'd keep it on the 3rd floor over here, and I would sneak up and get the bullets, and he had different kinds. He had like the smaller bullets for the pistol or whatever rifle, and he had the larger ones. And I would tape them together with tape, and we used to burn. You can see the fire here, and sure enough, there's that rock. So it was right about here, and I pointed out towards the ocean, and I'd forgotten about it. And one day, Doña Maria and Don Paco, who used to live on the very first floor, like on this is the seat, the bed down here, um, and all of a sudden they fired off the uh, the bullets, because it was in the fire, and it started going bang, and I was actually walking in front of it, and all of a sudden it goes bang, 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 and I was like, and I realized what it was, so I was smart enough to jump down. We had a shark wash up on here. I'm looking here, I don't see any fish. When I used to swim in here, it was just chock a block full of fish. Um, this rock right here uh, used to be a place where I would like hang out, and I would know every crevice. One time, I used to hunt for octopus and stuff like that, and along this coast right here, probably about right there, okay, right there, um, maybe a little bit further on, actually, probably about right there. I found an octopus, and I was standing on the side, and I was just shoving my foot into the hole, and it was a big octopus, and it grabbed both my foot, and I was like, help me, it got me. I was only like, I was 6, 7 years old hunting this big old octopus, and someone walking by ended up coming by and dragging me out, and I had the damn octopus wrapped around my leg, like it was like I was captured, and then end up grabbing it, and I used to flail it, like grab it by up underneath and just like smack it along there. Issa, my dog, used to follow me all around, and this is we yeah. So around here, and this is where I used to fish, and I used to stand here and fish out in this area here, and I would catch 2, 3, 4 fish at a time. I could feel the fish get on the line, and I would wait and then catch another one. I'd say, Daya, Daya, come watch me catch 3 fish, and I'd pull up 3 fish, and it was kind of a trick because he didn't know what I was doing, but I had caught one, And I'd caught another. I was a little sneaky little bugger and come along here. I used to swim out here with my dad, and I was kind of scared because there's actually a cave network in here. We'd swim out here, and I'd hold on to his shoulders. Um, the earliest swimming is there used to be a buoy about out to here. And one time, my mother and my father were on the second balcony. They used to watch me because this was my stomping grounds. This is what I was, just this blonde head, white haired, little dark Spaniard boy running around here on this little beach area. I'd come all the way down here and I would sneak into the swimming pool here. Right here, there's a swimming pool. I'd come around here and I would make my way in here, and then they would catch me and they would know who I was. I looked like a foreigner, but they would know me, right? And they would chase me out of here, and I'd, come around here, and I'm so glad that all of this is pretty much the same. Down here is a bodega. I wonder if it's still there. I used to stand, I got in so much trouble. I used to hide in these trees here, and we would um, uh, shine flashlights into cars. As they're coming down here, we'd shine flashlights and blind them. One time they would stop. We'd also do something, and there was a bodega right here. Right here was a bodega. I wonder if it's still a bodega. Bodega is a bar. And I'd come in here and watch TV. Looks like it's still there. And across the street, right here, right along here, looks like the same building, has a little store. And I got caught for stealing stuff. And one time I put a stink bomb in there. I bought, and they knew it was me. I was such a terror. This is up in here. Was the first time I played doctor with a girl. I can't remember. It was like up in here. This is all looked a little change. Maybe up in here. I was early. The bus stop was right down across the street. Somewhere around here was a bus stop. Maybe right here. I nearly died here. This was the horrible corner. My dad, because we used to live here, and it's like, you just couldn't see the cars coming around this corner here, and I was lazy. So what I would do is I would just come out here and I'd go down a little bit, right? Because it was such a blind corner here. And I was too lazy to walk all the way around here. And I would get about here and I would sprint across. I would listen, I would look. Because when you get here, then you can't, it's kind of like this was the killer side, this right side right here. Just come whipping around this corner. And I came around across here because this is all big fields here, all undeveloped. And it went, and a car stopped right in front of me. I mean, I probably would have died. But going back to over here, this is great. This is a beautiful area, so clear to go swimming. And this rocks, I would walk barefoot, and these were all volcanic rocks. So come around here. This is all new. Someone bought this and built this. This was not here. This is all new development right here. This is, we used to come around here, and this was a bodega. It looks like the bodega is gone. Come around here, this all here. Maybe it's still here. It says, okay, maybe it is. The Bunalvia. I should contact them. That was the bodega right in here. And they used to feed my dog Isa. It looks like they built up and it's new, but it was right on the beach. And you could sit on tables, like right under here. This was all tables here. This looks all concrete. This wasn't concrete. So someone built all this up here. From what I remembered. And I guess this is a hotel now, and they come down here and use this beach, little private beach. But right here, there was caves, and the caves are like under here. It looks like they've closed them off or something. Right under here, there was caves. Let's see where they are. Yeah, this was my beach right here. This was my stomping ground growing up in Palma de Mallorca. And I used to this hotel is still here, pool's still here. Looks like they may have redone it. But I used to come in here in this pool right here. I'd sneak up here and I'd put fish in this pool. And they'd get so angry at me. They all knew I was this little terror. I used to take my dog walking all the way down here. I would just adventure and I would explore more and more. This was what gave me the whole idea of how, as our early ancestors would follow the beaches, and that's how we basically, conquered the world, because we all always could fish. We were natural in the water, um, and there's like aquatic ape theory. I call this the Easter Island ape theory, because I believe that our evolution occurred off the islands of Ethiopia, no longer there because of climate change and the water rising over 300 meters. And 20 million years ago, there would have been a peninsula there that slowly got cut off, and our early meerkats ancestors, they were the connection between monkeys and apes. Were these meerkats, like creatures? They weren't necessarily meerkats, and they evolved. And this is what gives me, because of growing up on the beach and the sense of exploration of going down here. You know, I don't think I ever got this far. Maybe I did, but my dad would whistle. I think I remember getting this far here. No, I went further than this, because I remember I explored really far down here. I think I probably got here. I don't know, but I remember, you know, um, Mikey's Beach right here. So yeah, and this is where I broke my arm. This was old where we keep our car, but the driveway's still there. I'm so impressed that they haven't changed the house, that it hasn't been torn down. I'm so happy. And this one neither has been torn down. I don't think. This is the garage right here. This is the garage. I can see it right there in red. Whoop. Oh, I can come and look at the house. So all of this is all new development from the 1970s. When I left here in late 70s, all this was just ground. And this is a deadly corner. You can see it if I can organize. Yeah. So this was yep, this is, you see this over here. Let's go down, if I can go down a little bit. So this area, actually I could see it from that side. I recognize it. I saw it just a moment ago. I recognize that right there. That that top on the other side of here. This whole entryway looks how do I go in the view here? Yep, so that's the beginning of the house right there, and that is the place, because this is it looking from here, right, from this side. And yeah, that would be our house right here, our gate. There's that's one of these was a huge lemon tree. This one, I don't know, we had an apricot tree and a lemon tree right here. Here's the old garage. Looks like they put a new door on it. Um, and trying to see, here was my brother's bedroom. Was my corner one here. This was my bedroom on this side, and we had a thief that came in around the side here and back around here. He came in through the window, which was the bathroom. Right in here is a bathroom. He came through, or there's a room and a bathroom. I think there's a bathroom and then there's a room, and they came into the hallway here, and there was a hallway straight here. And I remember there was a hallway went down here. This was my playroom in the back. My brother's room's right here. There was a stairway which went up to the second level, which opened into kind of like a living room space with another. This was a kitchen. This window right here is a kitchen. Um, and then it would go up higher. And this was my father's study right here. This is where he had his cigars and he had a couch and where he kept his gun ammo. And I used to like raid the space and get gun ammos. And I would go down when my brother left, and I would burn the gunpowder on the other, on the windowsill where I'd push the cat out. I would lay out the gunpowder and light it. Um, and then on this side would be the bathroom. This would be the bathroom window. Um, and they had this whole room was a bedroom. And I used to at night, I was so afraid. I would sneak up because I was on the first floor. Imagine, I was sleeping on the first floor. I was just a little kid. Me and my sister. There's actually two bedrooms. There was a bedroom here, and there was another bedroom behind it on this side. So there was, think of a hallway, two doors, one door here. That's what we had. My brother wasn't living in this room, but he had left. He'd gone to the Air Force. Air Force. So it was just me and my sister living here. And then my father and mother were on the top floor. Um, and I was so afraid because there was a there was an old stairway into a burner like right across our room. There was this old like furnace room, and I thought it was the stairways to hell. And it was just like it was just scary, super scary. And it was underneath the stairway, so I had to kind of run by it. And I'd be so afraid. I'd run by it. I'd run up. I'd run up the stairs all the way. I'd sneak in, and I was afraid my dad would be angry. So I would like sleep on the floor, like where his where the bedding was, and then I'd always wake up in bed. Not, always wake up. He'd have to pick me up and walk me all the way downstairs and put me in bed. I'd never walk up in his arms. But then one of my, I just remember that vividly. Um, and there was a closet. I remember hiding in the closet one time. And on the second floor here, there was a couple couches. I one time, first time laying on my back, and I had an erection, and I peed, and the pee fucking hit me right in the face, laying on the couch. Actually, I had the couch here. One of my was like, what the fuck? It's like, wow, you know. Um, and my sister used to fight and pull my hair. She'd pull my hair so much that she'd have fists, and I would have fists of her hair. My scalp would swell up. We would fight, and really, what we're doing is my parents were fighting, and we were fighting. We were just imitating what we were seeing, and that's the problem with kids who fight each other. If you have that problem, or if you grew up that way, it was because your parents were fighting, and we were just copying them. We'd have huge fights, and it was in this kitchen right here that I still have a scar on my finger on my right hand that you can see where I was slicing bread, and I was left-handed, so I was slicing with my left hand. That's why I'm a left-hander at certain things. I'm a right-hander at other things. I think I was originally left-handed, but I was forced to be a righty, and I sliced down and sliced the skin. I remember the skin kind of coming off, on it. So yeah, this down here would have been the garage then that I was on. This is all new. All this here, or this is the garage. This is somehow this whole place. Yeah, this whole place. You can see the roof. This place is all new. But there used to be a path or something, or this was a driveway. They used to have the chicken wire up here, right here. There was chicken wire that we climbed up on, and we lived in this house originally, and then we moved to this house. I don't have a lot of memories of this house. I was super young. I was 3 or 4. Um, when I broke my arm when I was 3. So I was 3 years old living in this house, and then we moved. And most of my memories up to the age of 8 was in this house, because then we moved to this house here. But that's definitely the either here or here. I can't remember which garage, because it looks like there's a garage here too, you know, on it. So wow. I'm so glad that the 2 houses that I grew up in are still there. This looks like it's been redone on it. But yeah, the water level. This was all stone, and looks like it's all become rock. Like it's all, you know, this was all a stone beach. Come out here, this was all stone. Looks like all the stone is. I don't remember any of this rock here. It was all gravel, like the stone gravel, and it looks like it's just gotten washed off, or the water levels come up. But I do remember that swimming along here. Here's the peninsula where I used to fish off here. I used to know where and I still do. I could come along here and I could catch you crabs. I know where all the freaking crab holes are. I would come in there and I would bring so much. And then swimming out here, and this is all a big cave system under here. This is where the cave systems were over there. Yeah, this is the bodega. This is where we used to eat and come along here. This is all new here. This place was sold. This was a private house. Someone sold this and built all of this up here into a hotel. Wow, that's awesome. Hope you enjoyed my little storytelling here and sharing my growing up. I grew up in Spain from like 1970 to around. I left. I grew up, from around 2 to 3, all the way till the time I was 8. Some really formative elementary years. The school. I think anything else going looking at it this way, it's kind of cool. Yeah, here's where I used to hide in the trees and shine flashlights and squirt guns. That's the other thing we had. We used not Amway, but it wasn't Amway. It was something else. My dad was a part of it, and I would take. They were really cool squirt guns and squirt gun people's cars here. Really terror. This is. I don't think this road was here. Maybe it was. I don't remember this road coming down here. But this is where I sat. There it is, the bus stop right here. This is the bus stop that I rode to the zoo, and I wonder where if the zoo is. I caught the bus here. Rode the bus when I was around 8 years old. I was leaving, and I knew my girlfriend at school was going. Let's see if the school's still there. I used to go down here. Here's the marina where they had me sitting on a dolphin. The school was right here. This was like the school. Yeah, I think this was the school here. And actually, I got the report card here. They have the address of the school. All right, let's see if we can find the address of the school here. It is, let's see, Calavo International School. International School, and it was called Calvo. That's it. International Salieto. Sol El Elo 599. 599. Let's see. International School. Casoleto 599. I can't find it. Alright. Let's take away the 599. Alright, let's take this off. And Soleto 599. Carry de Soleto 599. Palma de Mallorca. I need Palma de Mallorca. Baleares. Okay. Cala. Mayor. Mayor. Actually, it's 599. Which is it? Where's Baleares? It's weird how they do it. They go International School, Calviero Soltello, 599. Where is it? Palma de Mallorca. Palma de Mallorca. No, just can't find it. Where's it international? Well, I don't know why it's not doing it. Oh, so they said near here originally. Okay. Calvo. No, Carlos. That's not doing it. Carrier. How about intern? Palma. No, I don't see it on here. Porto. Or is it? Where is it showing it? Well, this is it here. Overview. Let's see that. There's the old. I remember visiting there. Yeah, I can't find it. I'd have to. Here's the port. There's my house. But it seemed like the school. This is all new. They rebuilt all of this. It seemed like the school. Playground. I seem to remember that. But there was. It could have been this. It was like it had a balcony like this here. This could have been the school here at one point. Yeah, it's all new. You know, it's changed so much. If I can't even move, look around here. Changed so much. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to find anything here. Playground for kids. It seemed to be like this place here, and there was a runway. Like this was the schoolyard here in the back, and this was the school. It was only like a house. It wasn't very big. Yeah, I don't know if this was the school or not. It looks kind of like a little bit like it. It was kind of like this. You'd come in the door, and then we had a class. This was like the superintendent's room, and this was a back here was the was my classroom. It wasn't very big, um, and I remember playing back here, and then here was a balcony with a tree, and I used to run around here and jump on the balcony. And this back here was a classroom. This little office was like one little office, but I don't know. I don't know here. If I can get another view. Yeah. Yeah, a little bit like that. So you see, oh yeah, so here, yeah, it is it. So this was the playground. This was it. This is new here. Here's the balcony. We'd run around here. Here's the stairs. There was stairs back here. I'd run along here. The kids would chase me. and I would jump on this tree that used to be here and slide down. And one time I went, they were right on me. 3 boys were right on me, and I was playing criminals, and I went to jump on it. I wonder what address this is here. Um, and I missed the tree and went flying, and there was a concrete border. This is all gravel and playground here. So this looks like it. This actually does look like it. Yeah, and this would have been the right here. Here would have been this room. This was the classroom here. So this was the classroom here. It had French doors in the back. Right here was this little administrative office. This was a classroom back here. Someone bought it, put a pool, and turned it into a house. But I'm pretty sure that was my elementary school right there. So that's kind of funny. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this.